My favourite book is called Death and the Penguin by Andrei Kirchhoff. What's not to like about a book where a man has a penguin living in his bath?
My favourite book is Ender's Game by Orson Scott Card, and it's my favourite book because it takes place in outer space.
My favourite book was Noughts and Crosses by Malorie Blackman because it was interesting to read.
Okay, so I have chosen I'm the King of the Castle by Susan Hill, and I was wondering why this is my favourite book because it's relentlessly miserable. And I thought the reason why it's my favourite book is it's the most amazing study in selfishness. All the characters live in their own world, and even though their actions are quite small, the consequences of them are really great.
Our favourite book is The Hunger Games because it's exciting.
My favourite novel is Emma by Jane Austen, and I think it's my favourite novel because it's very funny, it's very true in terms of its observations about people, and it reads in different ways. So you read it the first time, you're interested in the plot, and then when you read it again, you see all the clues. It's incredibly clever.
My favourite book is Far From the Madding Crowd by Thomas Hardy. I like it because it's quite an exciting, adventurous story, and I love the characters of particularly Bathsheba Everdeen, because they did turn this novel into a book, and they had the lovely Julie Christie, who I'm a great admirer of.
My favourite book is A Room with a View by E.M. Forster, who sets the book in England and Italy, in Florence, which is a city I've been to 3 times, and I like it on several levels. The first level is it's about travel, and as you know, as a geographer, but as a person, I absolutely love travel. And of course, it's also very romantic, and there's many romantic and funny moments in the book. Plus, I love it because it's set in the 19th century, the end of the 19th century, and my second favourite subject after geography is history, and I've always particularly liked that period of history as I studied that for A-level. And so it combines my interest in geography, history, travel, and humour.
Okay, my favourite book, I've got 2 favourite books. One is The Lost Symbol by Dan Brown because it raised some really interesting questions, makes me think. And my second favourite book is Perfume by Patrick Suskind because it's just so odd and the characters are so weird, and I read it twice and it still entertains me.
My favourite book is Catching Fire by Suzanne Collins. I like it because of all the action and adventure that takes place throughout the book.
Okay, my favourite book, modern day book, is The Island by Victoria Hislop. It's a story about the leper colony on Spinalonga. It's based on fact, and it's about the inspiring way in which the people that were confined to Spinalonga were able to live and create a worthwhile community. And it's about the relationships, obviously, too, of those who were affected by their loved ones who were sent there.
My favourite book is A Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood because I always thought I hated sci-fi, but this completely challenged my perception of it. So yeah, read it.
It's hard to put into words why I love The Secret Life of Bees by Sue Monk Kidd, but I just find myself reading it over and over again.
My favourite book is The Adventures of Huckleberry Finn by Mark Twain because it's really funny, but it's got sad bits as well, and then it's really interesting because it's banned in a lot of American states, but it's considered one of the greatest American novels.
The best book I have read recently was A Handmaid's Tale by Margaret Atwood, because I just find it really intriguing to see society in a new light and what would happen if people's rights were taken away.
My favourite book at the moment is Wolf Hall by Hilary Mantel because I really enjoy that period of history and I think she portrays the characters really well. My favourite book is The Picture of Dorian Gray because I love the use of wit and I find that period of history very interesting.
My favourite book is The Scarlet Letter because it's based, well, there's a film based on it called Easy A, and if you've watched it you'll know what I'm talking about. It's all about how one woman contradicts what society says and its hypocrisy and highlights all of the wrongs, and I find that very interesting.